guys, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be explaining how to stay productive and things that I do to stay productive so that can hopefully help you guys. So the first thing is being organized. Being organized really helps me just clear my head and make sure that I know everything that I have to do. So for me, I'll probably use Google Calendar to write down everything I'm doing for that week, or at least as much as I know. Or even sometimes writing it down on paper. I really like doing that too because that helps me just see it in front of me, and as soon as I do something, I can check that off my list. So the second thing is just having a clean room or a clean space. This kind of ties into being organized, really, like I just said, but I think having a clean space makes you feel much more inclined to get everything done, and it just makes you feel better. Something that I've personally been doing for the past couple of years that has really helped me is just trying to figure out like a couple weeks in advance what you're going to be doing. So if you have an assignment coming up or a test coming up, just writing that stuff down, or if you have plans with a friend. And obviously stuff can change, but at least kind of having a general idea of what you're going to do definitely helps to better organize and balance out your schedule. So the next thing is setting monthly goals. I've recently started doing this, and I find it definitely helps me kind of have an idea of what I'm able to accomplish in a month, and that's definitely helpful when planning out things. So for example, I would set a goal for myself, like I want to film 4 YouTube videos this month. So that's 1 a week. And that helps keep me on track so that I'm not wasting my time during the days, like especially now that it's summer. This totally helps me to actually keep going with everything that I wanted to do. Some monthly goals that you could set for yourself are like, I want to read this book by the end of the month, or if you have certain assignments, you want to finish them before the end of the month, things like that. Those are like some really easy ones to start with, and then from there you can kind of figure out what best suits you. So the next thing that I will say is to try and, if possible, have a different workspace from a different space that you relax. So like, don't work in your bedroom if that's possible. I was in online school for the last year now, and I was definitely guilty of this. I would do my homework in my online school in my room, and then it just kind of turned my bedroom, which is supposed to be a place that I come back and relax, into somewhere that was kind of stressful. So if you're able to, I would definitely recommend having a separate place where you do your work. So that's your workspace, you know, you're alert, you're ready to do your homework there, study there, whatever it is. And then you have your separate space where you can come and relax once you're done. That just definitely helps to keep the distance between your work time and your relaxation time. The next tip I have for you guys is to plan out your work time and your break time. You definitely don't want to be overworking yourself, because then you'll be all burned out and tired, but you also don't want to be taking too many breaks, and then you're not going to be as productive as you possibly could. So if you plan out your days when you're working and when you're going to go take a break, take a walk, have a snack break, something like that, it definitely helps you to be more motivated, because you know, work hard for this amount of time and then you know you can relax after. So the next thing I'm going to say is to have a routine, but not in the way that you think. I know that there's a lot of videos you'll probably see of people who have these extremely productive routines, and that's great, but sometimes that's not realistic for everybody to live every single day like that. So for me, when I say routine, I mean more like kind of have a set of goals that you kind of want to do every day, so that you kind of base your days around that. So obviously, like I said, every day doesn't have to be the same, but at least having something to look forward to, some similarity would definitely help you feel motivated. I know that that definitely helps me. So every morning when I wake up, I will go brush my teeth and then have some tea, and I will try and go outside of my backyard just to enjoy some fresh air, and that definitely helps me feel more awake, and it's just something I look forward to every morning. So if you have something that could start your morning on a positive note, you should definitely add that to your routine, and your day will just kind of fall into place from there, of course with the planning that you're going to be doing before. The next tip I have for you guys is trying to have a consistent sleep schedule. I know a lot of us are guilty of this, especially during the summer, of going to bed really late, waking up really late, but if you can try and at least sort of have some consistency with your sleep, I know it will make you feel much better. I know it makes me feel a lot better, and you feel more productive when you wake up earlier. I'm not saying you have to wake up at like 5 a.m. or anything, but at least somewhat around the same time just helps you to have a much better day. So the next thing is getting rid of distractions, specifically, probably for everyone, your phone. I know that, at least for me, whenever I have something to do and I need to be productive, there's nothing that I need to be doing on my phone at that time that will help me be productive. It would just be me texting my friends or going on YouTube, stuff that I should not be doing when I'm trying to get work done. So I try to put my phone far away, turn it on Do Not Disturb, and just get all my work done. And I know that's easier said than done, but if you could just distance yourself from, your phone, your computer, your TV, it will definitely help you get through your day faster. The next thing that helps me stay productive is breaking up my bigger tasks into smaller ones. So for example, even today, I was kind of stressing out about filming this video because there's a lot of work that goes into it. The getting ready, the setting up, keeping my whole family quiet and out of my room so I can film. A lot of that stuff can be really stressful, but if you take a step back and break up your tasks if you're able to, it definitely helps you make it more manageable and easier to do. So if possible, you could even spread out the days that you do it, the times that you do it. You could take breaks in between. So for example, if you have to write an essay for school, you could say, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna work 1 hour on the outline. The next day I'm gonna start writing up my draft. The day after that I'm gonna start working on my rough copy and get some peer editing done. Things like that can make something that's really big seem a lot less stressful, and that way when you space it out, I find you're able to kind of concentrate more on the little mistakes that you would be making if you did everything all at once. So the next tip I have for you guys is to actually just get ready for your day. If you're gonna be in your PJs and lounging around, you won't be getting any work done because that's just not when you feel motivated and ready. You'll feel tired and like you just wanna sit and relax. So for me personally, I like to get up, change my clothes, do my hair, maybe do some makeup, just something to feel like I'm actually going to get ready for my day and do all the tasks that I have planned out. So just something like that can really help you guys to feel better and in a working kind of mood. So the last tip that I have for you guys is to create some kind of mood board or like Pinterest board with a lot of your goals. So this is probably better for long-term things or maybe bigger things that you want to do. You could do it for short-term things too, but I feel like those longer, bigger goals are probably things that people struggle to be productive with and stay motivated towards. So for me personally, I like to do these every few months when my goals change or when I complete things and I have more goals coming up. This just helps me to kind of see it, in your room. You could print it out, you could keep it on your computer as your screensaver, just something like that so you see it all the time and you don't forget. That definitely helps me to become excited about it all over again whenever I see it. So find what works for you guys, but that definitely is something that I would totally recommend. So that is all for the tips and tricks that I have on staying productive. Thank you guys so much for staying to watch this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any more requests, let me know. I will see you guys next week. Bye!